Hey guys, got a DayZ Plus video for you today as a follow-up to my What is DayZ Plus video. In this video I'm going to show you some new DayZ Plus guns, some camos, and give you some tips. Also I'll show you some of the new crash sites I've found. So right here I got an SA-58, a new gun, and this urban camo outfit that I was talking about earlier. Today I'm going to be looting the South Barracks, as you can see on screen by my awesome animation. It's called the South Barracks because it's pretty much directly south of the North Barracks, right here. So typically when you're looting a dangerous place, like the airfield or any military loot place, any place you might run into another player, it's a good idea to catch your breath so you can shoot if you have to. It's also nice to just take a look around and get a feel for where the buildings and all the zombies are. Right here, I'm just waiting for a couple zombies to get out of the way, because in this mod, zombies aggro like a motherfucker. And they'll hit you. They'll like to hit you. Mike Tyson zombies up in here. What you're about to see here is a pretty advanced tactic. Hold shift and crouch walk in, so if a zombie or player comes at you, you're ready to fire and run. It's faster than crawling, which is, I guess, one step stealthier, but you have a much better chance to take a player out if you see one. And it's way easier to double tap W and start sprinting out of there if anything goes bad. You probably already know this one, but if you're in a dangerous area like the Northwest Airfield, it's a good idea to always be looking around like this. If you don't know how to do this, I'm surprised you haven't quit DayZ yet, but to do this you hold the Alt key and move your mouse in the direction you want to look. The thing about crouch walking though is it's brutal how slow it is. Like I probably lost like half the viewers of this video just because they got bored from the time it took me to walk over to this barracks here. Okay, so first thing you want to do when you get into any one of these barracks or buildings or anything is just, check doors to make sure nobody's just camping out there. No zombies respawned when I came over here, so I'm probably fine. But it's never a bad idea to check and look at all these shotguns, and here we go, some new guns. This GP thing right here, that's just a grenade launcher round for the AK with the grenade launchers, because they have those in this mod. And important thing to know about the SA-58, it can actually use AKM ammo, because it's the same shit, the 7.62 AK ammo. So if you can't find any SA-58 ammo, or you have an AKM and you can't find any AKM ammo, they can use each other's ammo, which is pretty nice. Alright, so we finished a quick loot here, almost got stuck on the bench. And now we're gonna just look around and probably just start running out of here. This is probably one of the most dangerous times of looting, because if anybody came in and saw the zombies, they're probably gonna camp that door on you. But just look around and run your way out of there. So right here we have an example of one of the new DayZ Plus crashes, and I'm a little confused right there, trying to loot a wheel. But yeah, if you see like a crash tank with like loot around it, that's one of the new crashes, and I've only found an AK there, like this shitty old AK, but there's some decent stuff there. When you're looting crashes like this that are right in the middle of nowhere, it's important to just loot what you're gonna do and then just book it out of there. You don't want to be there for more than a minute at max. And here we go. Okay, so here we can see another one of the new crashes. Some type of helicopter, looks like a Black Hawk in the distance. And right here I'm just gonna speed things up because there were zombies at this crash, and it takes forever when there's zombies because, I mean, you gotta crawl in because you don't want to get the shit beat out of you by these things. But always use your binoculars, check to see if there's actually loot there, which I did see, and I'm just making some space since you don't need painkillers in my server to maybe grab a gun or grab ammo or whatever happens to be there. And I know I'm kind of breaking my own rule about 30 seconds to 1 minute here, but that's because there's zombies at this one and I have to crawl in or else I'm just gonna get destroyed while I'm looting. But right here I'm just super pumped. I see these packages, I'm thinking what new camo am I gonna get to see now, and then it's two civilian clothings. That's such a buzzkill. So I come over to the other side here, FNFAL with 1 mag, don't want it. Struggle a little bit here, and we got an M4A1 CCO, don't want it, got more ammo. And then check the medical supplies, don't really need it, and so I'm out of here. When you decide you're going to leave a crash site, you can haul ass out of there because it doesn't really matter. If the zombies chase you, you can just lose them in a tree like this. And before, when I was heading towards that first crash, I saw another one just down the path here. So I see some zombies over here, get a little paranoid because I'm like, well, where are they spawning from? Eventually just say fuck it and start running down towards this other crash. So one thing about the crashes in DayZ Plus is they're just packed with loot. I thought there wasn't supposed to be as much military loot, but in about the first hour of playing with my buddy Miles Standish, he got an M249 and an M4A1, and then I got this SA58 and the AK-107 that I have in my backpack. So I'm going to slow it down here just to show you the huge amount of weapons I found at this thing. I think I ended up finding like 3 M16s and then like an M16 203. It's just ridiculous. So we got our first one, our second one, and then just crawl around the corner. And like there's more of these things. I see another one right here, another M16A2, no ammo of course. And then I think that's it for this crash site. It's just all looted. There's just some trash right here that I didn't end up taking. And so I guess for this one, I was in and out pretty quick. It was probably within 45 seconds to a minute. But for these crashes, you want to check the bottom like this, because a lot of times guns will spawn under it. And so just get in there and keep moving, and you can see if I stop, my gun glitches. But you can check that real quick, because sometimes a gun will be hiding in there right for you. So right down the road from those first 2 crashes, the tank crash, then the helicopter crash. I saw a Humvee crash in the distance, didn't go for it. But right down the road from those 2, I find this car, which is, at first, I got punked by this thing. I thought it was a real car, and I was like, oh, what a beautiful way to end the video. It turns out it's just a crash. But I find this pretty cool AK at the crash. It's an AK-74 PSO, which is just an AK with like a Dragunov sight, which is one of the new weapons for DayZ Plus. And I can't imagine it being that effective because the AK does shitty damage, but I don't know. It could be almost as good as the M16 ACOG, if any of you have used that. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the new features in DayZ Plus. If you liked what you saw in this video, don't hesitate to like it. If you're new, remember to hit the subscribe button. It'll change your life. And thanks for watching.